So last class we have seen different methods: length method, caret method, to-char array, and concat method, and Boolean commands: equals, contains, is empty, equals, ignore case, starts with, ends with, and most important, split method. So this split method is a very popular command we are going to use, and you can split the string based on the delimiter. Delimiter can be anything, right? It can be a space. You have to check each word, not one word in between. Each word after the common delimiter. That's the main thing. Please remember that. So based on that, the split method splits that word and stores in the array, string array, right? And now let's move on to next replace method. See, so these commas are there, right? I want to replace them. How can you replace? Or so in my S1 variable, I have a Java Selenium. I want to replace Java with some other thing. How can you replace? So this is all the things we can do. The first method is replace. Replace is so old character or a string, right? Old character or a string can be replaced with a new character or string. So any character or a string you can replace. Suppose you take again, you will get a new string. Basically, replace method replaces the old character or a string with new character or a string. So that's this replace method. See, I'm going to use Java. I'll replace with $. So any character. First, I'm showing you a character how to replace. Okay, string s6 equal to s dot replace. So we replace the character. See that there is a replace char. So I'm going to replace a character with the $ symbol. Okay, or @ symbol. Suppose you @ symbol, I will use @ symbol. So any character, it doesn't matter, right? This is already currently exist in this yes, that I'm replacing with the $. So let's see whether it is replaced or not. So s dot replace expression output is, I'm just placing that so that we can easily see output in the console. Expression output s6 value is, and so there is a, where is that, and s6, and you can execute this code. Let's see what is the your say. So replaced with wherever a is there, it is replaced. That's a replace one. The old character will replace with the new replacement, and same you can do string also you can replace. Suppose I have a Java Selenium, right? I want to Python Selenium. So how can I do that? String s7 equal to s1 dot replace. So a string I'm replacing. Okay, I'm replacing the string. So how can I replace? So give the value Java, and then what is the replacement? You tell the replacement. My replacement is a Python. So Python. So Python is the replacement, and this is the one you can do. So run this and execute the code. Okay. So execute the code. You can get the output. So this is the Java Selenium. So in Java Selenium, the old string is Java, and I'm replacing with Python. So that's what this thing. And let's replace this. So how can we do this is just a simple, okay, write this thing. The output of that is expression output is so plus S7. So just replace it. See that Java is replaced with Python. But new string that S1 is still there only. I told you Java strings are immutable. We cannot change them. I cannot change them. But you can get a new value always. You can get a new value. Okay, so that's the this thing. Okay, then fine. What about replace all? Next method is replace all. I want to replace several occurrences. Then you can use replace all. Replaces the several occurrences in the string with new string. Okay, so this for example here all commas are there. I want to replace all these commas from this word. So this is the new string I stored in S5. So I'll replace that. Just do a new string you will get. String S8 equal to S5 dot replace all. So there is a replace all. Can you see that? Replace all. And I want to replace a comma. Okay, this is a comma with the empty space, no space at all. So I can replace. Okay, I can replace. Maybe you can do that. Okay. So this is also, I think it will accept only string. Okay, let's put a string representation for this comma also, and here also just put without any space. Okay, that's the replace all method. It replaces all the commas. So replacing comma in S5 using replace all method. So replace all method. So replace all method. So how can we do that? So let's put S8. So this is the replace all method is going to do that. S8. See that? See, no commas now. So all replaced. So that's the replace all method purpose. So these are very widely used two methods. The split method, one is a very famous, replace method and replace all methods. Please remember this is the very widely used in our automation scenarios also. Okay, so after that, and we are going for yeah, in the replace. So let me give you one more thing. I'll give with this replace. Suppose you want to get the date, right? Current date. So what we can do, you can create object for the this is the one I'm going to use in the automation. If I'm giving the piece of code here, create object for date class. Okay, so date class. So if you create object for date class, what it is going to give, let me show you. So date d equal to new date, right? So this is the date it is going to give us current date. So import this from java.util package and print the date. So the date is you have to d dot to string. You have to convert into string format. So d dot to string. So convert into string format. So that it will print the date with that Saturday, March 27, 6:45, 49, IST 2021 is there like this. But I don't want all this. I want to convert everything. Somewhere spaces are there, somewhere colons are there, I want to convert everything into one format. How can you do that? So let's do that. The same. So why I'm going to use this concept here is, see, I converted now into this string. Now date is converted into string format. So now it's a string. Here it is a string. So what I'm going to do is, I want to replace this space with underscore or hyphen. So one format I'll convert everything. So instead of spaces and colons, I'll convert everything to space, so that it will be easy for us, right? So that's what I'm going to do. How can I do that? So the space I need first, I'll replace spaces with hyphen or underscore. Okay, we'll do an hyphen. Okay, we'll do with hyphen. And later, next one more iteration, I'll replace this colon with hyphen. How can we do? In one line, you can do that everything. So because basically I want to generate a dynamic report. So the dynamic report generation time, I'm going to use this replaceAll, right? Replace method basically I'm using. So let's see that a string output equal to the dot to string. I'm converting into toString format. So here is that. See, it returns as toString method returns a string object. On the string, I'm applying a replace method. So replace, I'm replacing currently now space I'm replacing with a replacement that is hyphen. So I'm replacing with hyphen. On that again, this is the, you will get a one string, right? On this string, I'm applying again replace method. So next replacement, what I need to do? Colon I need to replace. So colon I will replace. So the one I want to replace is a colon. Colon I am replacing with the hyphen, right? That's what we are doing. So this is the one final string I'll get. So we'll get the output and store this. See that this D I converted into string. Now on the string you can use replace method, right? And this is how I'm going to use the methods, the string methods in our automation. So that's why very important concepts. These are all. Please focus and practice. Output value is, and so output. So you will get everything tied up with the hyphen. So I'm tying with the hyphen. See that? So everything is one format I brought in. This is the kind of scenarios, these string methods you're going to use in the real time. A lot of methods you will use. So next, substring method. Substring int index, begin index. Basically, it is a begin index, and another one substring and int start index and int end index, right? Substring int begin index, substring int start index, and int. So two methods these are all. It's not one method, huh? So don't confuse here. So, and I want you test your OOP concepts one more time. Okay, substring with one parameter, substring with two parameters. What kind of OOPs concept is this? Method overloading. So string class has two methods with the same name, but parameter list is increased here. So it's a method overloading concept. So you can give example for this also. So let me give you more insights about this substring method. What is a substring? A substring is a portion of string is called substring. What is substring? A portion of string is called substring, right? A portion of string is called substring. So the definition. Next, what will happen first when you use this substring with a single index, one parameter if you use, what will happen? So let me give you from the begin index to till end all characters it will fetch and returns a new string for you. It returns a new string for you. What is a substring? With a single index, single parameter, it fetches the substring from begin index to till end index. Till end index. So this is the substring, how it is going to work. And second one is, so this one, so how it fetches the substring is start index to end index. It's a range. In range, whatever the characters are there, that will fetch that substring. So it fetches the substring from start index to before end index. Before end index characters only it will fetch. So that means here end index is excludes. End index excludes here. So in the end index, whatever the character is there, that is not going to fetch by this substring method. So always remember, begin index is inclusive and end index is exclusive. End index is exclusive and excludes that. That means that character it won't fetch. That's the one. But in the here, starting to till end, whatever the characters are there, all characters it will fetch. But here, before end index only it will fetch. This within the range you are getting, but here there is no range. If you give start index, end index is not in our control. How many are there? All will fetch. But here, this substring, it will fetch start index, it will take the character inclusive, includes that character. In the start index, whatever the character is there, that will take it. And then all the characters till end index. But end index, whatever the character is there, that is not going to return to us. That's the substring with the two parameters is going to work. So let's see this. So we'll target this how to use first with the substring. So let me show you first that S is there, right? S1. We'll take S1. Okay. S1. What is S1 now? Java Selenium, right? Java Selenium. Right. This is the one. So here, how many characters are there? Just count it. Okay. I'll just put. So 0 starts with a 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? I is at the 9th index. I at 9th index. Then 10 and 11. So 11th index is M. Okay. Now suppose I want to fetch from this to till end. I want to fetch. So from this index to all I want to fetch. So S is in which index? 4th index. So take the first substring with a single index and you will get that. A new string you will get. String S9 equal to S1 dot substring of int begin index. So int begin index is 4 I am giving. So the index number 4 I am giving. So that we can understand here. See that S1 dot substring of 4 means S1 dot substring of 4 output value S9 is and plus S9. So you can print the value. See that Selenium is printed. See, only Selenium you got it from S1. So you want, so I can write this fetching Selenium. Sorry, I'll move this. to this side so that we can understand. Fetching selenium from S1, so using substring method. Okay, so you'll get better idea, right? Let's see that. So in Java Selenium, fetching Selenium from Java Selenium using s1.substring of 4. See, it starts with the fourth. Fourth is the start index. So S is the value that is available in the fourth index. So remaining all it is fetching. How many characters are there after fourth index? From fourth to till end, all characters it is fetching. I hope you are clear. Are any doubts here? And next I want to fetch only len word I want to fetch. How can you fetch? Only len I want to fetch. How can you get only len? So this is the one. So how can you fetch it? Let's see that. A new string s10 equal to s1 dot substring into begin index. I need to start where L starts with. L is starting with index. L is starting with which index?
6.
6. So what is the end index? End index means whatever you are taking, that index place the character is not going to return to you. That means which index I want to len. These 3 characters I want. So which character I need? If I want n also in my string. So if I want to get n, so which one I need to take? 1,
9.
9 I need to take. So you take 9. So 9 before only it will fetch. 9th index I is there, it won't return. End index is always excludes. Please catch that point. And then it is easy to calculate. Substring, why substring, right? Okay, substring. Okay, so this is the substring. Bracket is here. Okay, so I'm fetching a len. Fetching len keyword from S1. So using this substring of start and end index. Start and end index. Output is plus S10. See that? You can get that output. See, only len you got. That's the beauty of these substrings. Another famous methods in our strings. Right? Done. What left? What methods left now? So let's see, a few more methods are there. Many methods are there. Like next is indexOf method. So clear on those methods? I'm going for next method, indexOf method. So the indexOf method is, it fetches the index number based on the given character and string. So indexOf, it fetches the index for the given char or string. It fetches the index for the given char and string. So that's the indexOf method. That's the indexOf method. Okay. So now indexOf method so returns integer number. So return type is integer number. So it returns an integer. So int index equal to, right? Index equal to s1 dot index of, there is a last index. I will tell you that index of, see that you can give a character. So I can give a character here. Suppose I want to find out v index in Java Selenium, or whatever it is, you found L index I want. So any character index if you want to find, you can use indexOf method. Okay, So even word, particular word index also you can find out. That I'm finding fetching L index in S1 using indexOf method. So the output is index. Okay, so this is the only character, but I want to fetch one more. Index1 equal to S1 dot index of, I'll give a string also. Okay, let me give a string. So which index you want? So I want Selenium index. So Selenium index I want. One word, you can give a character, you can give a word also. So I'm finding out that fetching Selenium index in plus S1 plus using indexOf method. Let's put this so that you can easily understand in the printing time. So index1. Okay, so let's print these two. You get integer numbers basically. See, this is an integer number or not? So L is in the 6th index, count it. Somewhere we put it, right? See, 6th index L is there. And 4th index Selenium word starts. So that's the starting position of Selenium keyword will give us. That's all. Sorry. Okay. So the next one is last index of. So this also returns a index number. Okay. Fetches the index number for last one, for last character or string. Last character or string. Last character or string. Spell typo. Last character or string. It fetches, it returns a integer number. Returns integer. So returns integer. So it returns integer number, right? So this is the one how we can fetch it. So last index of. So the last index is, and last index means what is that? See that here you have duplicate characters, right? E is a duplicate also. I want last index in this S1E. E last index I want. So that's how it will fetch. Int last index is S1 dot last index of. I'm going to give E last index I want. Suppose if one character or string is repeating and you want last index of that character or string, so this is the method you need to call. So fetching the last index of E character in S1 using last index of plus L index. Okay, so let's see that. So 7th is the last index in Java Selenium. So that's how we can calculate whether it is giving or not. If first you note down like this indexes, then see last index is last is at a 7th index. That's correct. Okay. Next method. A lot of methods are there. I cannot tell, but most important thing I'm telling. Okay, don't worry about that. Whatever is important, but I'm covering all the methods. Not even a single method I'm leaving. Few methods I might leave, but if you are leaving means not that much important. And the next method is I could remember few more methods like join method. So join method, what it does. So join method, what it does is it joins the multiple strings with a given delimiter. Multiple strings you want to join with one delimiter. So you can use this join method. So what it joins? Joins the multiple strings with a given delimiter, and that will form one new string. So joins multiple strings with given delimiter. So returns new string. Return type is a string again, but this is the static method. This is not a non-static method. All above are non-static methods. That's why you're using the string reference dot non-static method, return type method. But here, this is a completely static method. This one and a few more are there static methods. One or two are static methods are there. Remaining all are non-static methods only. S11 equal to, and from where I need to join. Okay, I'll join string dot join method. See that char sequence delimiter. You can give a delimiter, and so I can select this, and delimiter I'm going to give, suppose I want to join all these things, different words I'm going to give different selenium one word, so is another word. Okay, anyhow, we're joining, so you don't need a spaces, and a functional test tool. So I'm just joining all these strings as a single thing, or you can give a space also. See that I want to give a space. See that you can get a space also on delimiter, right? So you can do that also, or you can any delimiter you can give. So S11 is multiple strings. The multiple strings are joined with the join method, right? So S11 you put it. So this is the how to join multiple strings with the join method. So how can you call static return type methods? Data type of that method, variable name, class name dot static method. Why I am calling class name? Yes, this is another class. We are calling in another class that static method. That's why you need to call class name. Always static belongs to class. That's why we are calling class name dot static method. Again, repeating one more time, all those methods concepts. So just methods concept I'm using here. Other than that, I'm not doing anything great here. Just how to call the methods, but understanding each and every method. So the next method is another one. Oops, I am getting one more, not getting my mind. So that is comparator. No, not comparator. So let's go to our blog. In the blog, I have given them all of them string methods, right? Strings. I'm not sure it's available here. Yeah, this one only. Let's see all the methods. What are all the methods we covered? See, all are covered here. IndexOf, equals, ignore case, compare to. This is what I want to cover now. So compare to method. So what it does is it compares. So same as equals method, but it compares lexicographically the given two strings are same or not. If two strings are same, it returns 0. If string 1 is less than string 2, returns a negative value, and string 1 is greater than string 2, returns a positive value. So compares lexicographically. So what is mean by this? So based on the ASCII code, it will check. First character it will check, and based on that it will give the difference of these two things. Okay, so compares lexicographically given two strings. So that's one. If string 1 is less than string 2, returns negative value. Same thing. So let me put a multi-line comment. Okay, and star that. So I'll enter key so that you'll get here, right? And here, if S1 is greater than S2, returns positive value. Okay, positive value it returns. And S1 equal to S2 returns 0. Okay, that's this return type. Cool, error. Okay, now so I'll take S1 and S2. So let me take S1 and S2. S1 is a lowercase, S2 is uppercase, right? So lowercase ASCII code is bigger or uppercase ASCII code is bigger?
Lowercase.
Lowercase, right? So that's what comparing S1 with S2 using compareTo method. So what method we are using? compareTo method we are using. So let's see that. Okay, we didn't do here. I'll do here itself. So let's put that S1 dot compareTo. See, compare to ignore case also there. You can take compareTo ignore case also. S2. See what is the output, you can see. I'll do all other combinations here. And second one, so negative, I'll do that. S2 compareTo with S1. So let's see what will happen. And the next one I'm going to do here is I'm comparing, okay, sorry, this is S2 and this is the S1. So next one, I'm comparing S1 with S3. So both are same, right? All are lowercase. So now you can see the outputs. So with the compareTo method, basically see that 32 positive value. That means S1 is greater than S2. That's why you're getting a positive value. And S2, so here S2 is less than S1. That's why you're getting a negative value. That's what I explained, right? If S1 is less than S2, you're going to get negative value. That's what it is giving. And if both are same, it's returning 0 for you. So that's what returning 0. Both are same. See that? So both are same. That's why you're getting a 0, right? And compareTo is, so there is one interview question here. compareTo method. So what's the interview question is? Find the length of given string without using length method. So there is a length method, right? We can use a length method. So you can ask, find the length of a given string. Sir, why directive length method is there? Why you want to? That's a tricky questions, right? That's they want to test you. So find the length of given string without using length method. How can you do that? So use the compareTo method. You'll get the length of. See, I'm going to find the length of. So length of S value. So simple one you take so that you can count easily, right? Yes, using compareTo method. So how I'm going to do? Let's see that. So plus. So here S dot compareTo. You call the compareTo method and don't give anything here. Just leave it blank. So then it will give you the length of this string. That's a second string inside the compareTo parenthesis. Don't give anything. So then it will count this characters, number of characters. See that? You will get 4, right? Is it 4 characters or not? You want to give bigger one? It's up to you. You can give anything. So you want to give S1. Okay, I don't want to disturb this. Let me take one more statement. And you can take it here. So like, so I'll give S1 here. So you can count it easily, right? See, any string you give, it will work out for us. See that 12 characters. So that's what I counted here already. See, 11 means, so 1 to 11, 11 no, plus 0, 0 means 1 no, you have to count to 1 no, 12. So 12 characters. So this is the how to fetch the number of characters without using length. Nice. So all the methods we covered, you can see that. 2 lowercase, 2 uppercase. Oh, oops, very, very important method, trim method. Trim method is a widely used one because from web page, you will get a string end and beginning, sometimes spaces. The spaces you want to remove, the beginning and end part. How can you remove? That is the trim method, mostly used one, this one. So that's why, that's what I'm missing some methods means. It's not that mean, so we are going to completely miss, and we can check our blog, it is going to give it. I'll show you how to use. What this trim method will do, removes the head and tail portion white spaces. So what it does, so removes the head and tail portion white spaces. So it removes the spaces head and tail, but not in the middle, okay, but not in middle of the words. So be clear here. So this question, one of the student got confused in the interview also. So they asked, will it remove spaces in the middle? He said, okay, it removes. That's wrong. So it doesn't involve in the middle, only beginning and end part. Or wherever your spaces are in the end part is there, only end part it will remove. Both the beginning and end is there, it will remove. So like this, let me take a string like that. String is 12 equal to, so I'm giving a space like this, right? So Ruby Selenium, right, like this. See, both beginning and end I have given the spaces. Now this space and this space will remove, but not the middle one. Okay, please, so careful here. I'll give one more word if you want, WebDriver. So this is the how you can, these spaces, what's in between spaces is not going to remove. So only at the end and the beginning, if there are spaces, those will be removed by this trim method. So how can you prove that? Let's see that. So just find out the length of S12 before trimming. So before trim method, S12 length is S12 dot, if it's up to you, length method you can call or compareTo method you can call. Okay, so anything I'm calling length method, let's call length method. Now I will apply the, if you what is the return type of trim? Again string. Okay, so new string, return is returns new string. See, every method is a return type method. So did you see any void method till now? No, right? No method is a void method in the string class. All are return type. So S12 dot trim method, right? That's it. So now I'll find the length of this S13. So after applying trim method, S13 length is, so S13 dot length, length, length. Oh, oops. See that 25 here. See that here. Generally, it is one string, one space, and again R before one space is there. Then WebDriver after one space, but again one space here we have given the wantedly. So now here see one space only here. Here also one space only. You don't have two spaces, but here two spaces are there. See that two spaces. Here also two spaces. That's why 25 characters. But I removed now, trim method applied. What will happen? Those spaces are removed. That means two characters removed. Beginning one space character, ending one space character removed. That's why 25 minus 2, 23. So that's a trim method. What it does, it replaces the the spaces head and tail portion. Okay, that also we covered. What else? Contains is empty, 2 character. Oh, one more. getBytes. getBytes. 2 methods are there. 2 methods. Let's finish quickly. So getBytes method. getBytes method returns byte array. Byte array, and the ASCII code it will fetch for each character. Fetches the ASCII code of each character. Each character in the string. Each character in the string. So, and okay, byte array. So bt equal to s dot get bytes. There is a get chars also. If you have a byte array, you can get the characters for that. Get bytes. So this is the one I'm going to take. So you got the byte array. You can use for each loop to print that. So byte is the data type. So data type and t colon bt array name. See that each Java character. So byte you will get it. T. See that? This is the one. So I'm going to print this. That's it. Next one is what we need to do. Next method. So let's execute this. So we finish on time. See that? Oh, oops! What happened? I didn't give a space, so I should give a space each byte code after. Okay, so let's bring the cursor to next line. So it looks odd, right? Okay, now cool. So 106, J value 106, A value 97, right? Small a 97, V value 118, again small a value 97. That's ASCII code values for the this yes. Yes contains Java. So those ASCII codes it got it. The now last method is values method. valueOf. So valueOf method is a overloaded method. What it does, converts the given object into string format. Anything you give, any kind of data, like the integer, float, character, boolean or character array, anything you give. So this valueOf method will convert that given data into string format. So you will get a new string. You will get a new string. String str. Okay, str we already used. Yes, I think yes 14 I will use. But this is a static method. Okay, this is the static method. String dot. So valueOf. See that how many valueOf methods are there? Can you all see that? valueOf method is overloaded with the character, double, float, integer, anything. So anything it will convert into character, so sorry, into string format. So this is the static method. See that? Yes, on the top. It's a static method. That's why how I can call a return type static method? Class name dot the static method. Class name dot static method. I'll just call this. I'm giving integer. Integer will be converted into string. So how can I check it is converted into string? So you join. So I'll just print this. Just let me print this. S14 value is right. S14. Okay. Now it says string. So I'll get a new string S15 equal to S14 plus 24. So now what will happen if it is not converted into string format, this 25? So what will happen? 24 plus 25, 24 plus 25, 49 you will get. But here it is not going to get, because S14 is a string already. That's why they will join. 24 will go and join with the 25. So you will get a, so S15 value is That's how we can check whether it is converted into string format or not. 2524 is joined. It's a joining operator here. Why? This is a string. That's why. That's how you can convert any type of object into string format using value of method. So the question here is, two questions here. One is, how can you convert a string object into integer format, integer primitive format? So any answers? If you don't know, note down these questions. I already given this in the exception handling. How can you convert a string object into integer primitive format?
Parsing.
Parse into method you have to use. But what is the complete syntax? Where this parse into method is available?
Integer object class.
Integer
Integer
wrapper
into
class.
equal.
Integer wrapper class. This parse into method is there. How to call the return type method? It's all again same concepts. Return type methods, return type methods. So int I equal to integer wrapper class dot parse into static method you have to call. In the parenthesis you pass the string value. Now this is the quite different, this one. What you are doing here, you are giving a integer primitive data that you are converting into string format. So what you are calling? Value of method you call. String dot value of this one. So it will convert into string format. So the quite different, right? So both formulas you remember. It's a very, very important. They will ask you in the interviews.